Here at the end of May 2018, we're more than likely only a few weeks away from finally seeing what CD Projekt Red has created with Cyberpunk 2077. For the last few years, there's been some news popping up here and there, and we've all pondered about what this game may actually be like. But now the jokes of us having to wait until 2077 can end, because it finally feels like we can start getting on the hype train for Cyberpunk 2077, and today we have some new information to go over involving the marketing plan for this game and a number of other things. If you're not already subscribed, consider doing so, as I'll be breaking down all the Cyberpunk 2077 news and information to come, but nonetheless, let's begin with the marketing or promotional campaign details that were revealed just the other day. If you were expecting for Cyberpunk 2077 to have a short announcement to release, like how Bethesda handled Fallout 4 and a couple of other games, it appears that CD Projekt Red is not aiming to do that, which probably confirms that this game is coming sometime in 2019, since it seems they are preparing for a big and long marketing campaign. The following information comes from a recent financial conference call that CD Projekt Red held, in which they revealed some interesting news on Cyberpunk 2077, like their marketing plans. First, CD Projekt Red was asked about how much the game's development has cost, in which it was noted they were unwilling to reveal those details concerning that, but they did mention that Cyberpunk 2077 has the biggest team of a little over 300 people working on it. Next, it was revealed that Cyberpunk 2077's marketing will cost more than The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, CD Projekt Red saying, "We have high hopes when it comes to that title. The campaign will surely be more expensive than in the case of The Witcher 3, but it is too early to discuss the details. The closer we are to the premiere, the more precise our expectations become, and then we know more or less how much we want to spend on promotion. This is the standard in the video game business." And the last thing to come from this conference call was that CD Projekt Red does not plan for Cyberpunk 2077's promotional or marketing campaign to be a flash one. An example of that is like what I mentioned earlier with how Bethesda handled Fallout 4. CD Projekt Red would say that marketing would last several months, as we already know that we want to tell players a lot about it. This is a new title and a new world. In all honesty, this makes perfect sense, considering that while we're already on board for this game and excited about it, CD Projekt Red needs to promote and introduce this game to general or casual players who don't really know anything about it yet. With Fallout, you already have an established brand, so releasing Fallout 4 only 6 months after announcing it works, but in the case of Cyberpunk, it's a franchise that many do not know about, so it has to be handled at least a little differently. Other than this conference call, there is some other things we need to discuss and go over. If you're unaware, there was a recent E3 2018 leak which revealed that CD Projekt Red will be showing a 1-hour gameplay demo behind closed doors for the press. This was leaked by Francesco Fazzetti, the editor for everyeye.it, which is one of Italy's largest gaming outlets, who earlier this month was one of a few sites who got an exclusive early preview demo of Red Dead Redemption 2 at Rockstar Games. Anyway, this editor revealed that CD Projekt Red would be holding an hour-long presentation for the press, which backs up with two previous leaks. One showing the floor plans, which show that CD Projekt Red has 2 private rooms booked, and the other leak was one of Poland's largest gaming sites reported from 2 anonymous sources that a gameplay demo would be shown behind closed doors for the press. So what this all means is that we will probably get our first actual look at the game at E3 2018, which will more than likely be a trailer that was leaked as well, but it's not certain if CD Projekt Red will present any gameplay publicly, at least during this event. There has been some other news about Gamescom that CD Projekt Red will be there, so there's a good chance that we're going to see Cyberpunk 2077 gameplay probably very soon. Either way, pay very close attention to the Xbox E3 event, as CD Projekt Red has had all their big announcements come on Microsoft's stage, and it will probably be no different with Cyberpunk 2077, and that's going to be our first time seeing this game since it was announced all the way back in 2013 with that teaser trailer. Now, there is still some other things that I want to go over. A new job listing may have revealed some details on Cyberpunk 2077's gameplay, which is not the first time, as for the last few years it seems CD Projekt Red has thrown us little hints through this. Like for one, we learned of flying vehicles and environmental destruction in some previous job listings. Anyway, this new job posting is CD Projekt Red looking for a combat encounter designer who is responsible for delivering memorable combat encounters that thrill and excite our players. It's also stated that the job applicant will be responsible for scripting combat AI and flow, memorable moments, set pieces, and companion AI. And additionally, the applicant will be scripting both stealth and action-based encounters. So what this listing means is that essentially there will be companion characters of some sort in the game, and it seems that CD Projekt Red will place an emphasis on two different playstyles, which is those who wish to complete a mission quietly, or those who wish to do it loud, which I think is great news. I absolutely loved how stealth was used in Eidos Montreal's Deus Ex Mankind Divided, and honestly, if something like that is in Cyberpunk 2077, I think it could be a great thing, although I will add balancing both playstyles, stealth and action will be key. The big takeaway from this should be that CD Projekt Red is thinking of all the ways players wish to enjoy this role-playing experience, which supporting and scripting AI for stealth and action encounters hopefully is just a tease to the different ways we can play the game with our customized character. Now, before I do end this video, I want to include a new clip of Mike Pondsmith talking about a Cyberpunk 2077 trailer that we have not seen yet. We talked about this a few months back, but unfortunately at the time there was not an English-only version until now. Take a listen to Mike's words because what he's saying has to be this upcoming trailer we may see at E3 2018, because this certainly is not the teaser that was shown all the way back in 2013.
What they're going to see is the depth of it. And there are subtleties all through that trailer of things in windows, reflections, stuff in newspapers scattered underneath the broken bodies, whatever. Those are things you can't entirely tell in a regular game because they come from the imagination of the game master. So a lot of what people will see, hopefully, is going to be what I would have seen if I was running the game.
Anyway, it's very interesting the details he's mentioning that hopefully we do see in just a few weeks. But thank you for watching. Let me know your thoughts on CD Projekt Red's marketing plans for Cyberpunk 2077 in the comment section below. Also, make sure to leave a like if you did enjoy this video or found any informative value, and consider subscribing for more videos like this, and I'll see you later.